One's point of view. I am standing at the gate of the Kim mansion. Told me that Mrs. Kim is not feeling well, so I'm here to visit her. I'm standing with a bucket. Mr. Kim looks surprised to see me. Well, it was expected. It's my first time here. I smile and he smiles warmly in return and invites me inside. I sit on the couch and then a lady brings a glass of water. When Mr. Kim, I have come to see Mrs. Kim. She is not feeling well, right? Mr. Kim, yes, she is in her bedroom. When you can go and meet her there. When, okay. Mr. Kim, go to the first floor and take a left. He guides me and I thank him before standing up. There are many rooms here. Mr. Kim said first floor and left, but there are 4 rooms. I knocked on the first room. The door opened and I saw that it was indeed Mrs. Kim's room. When Mrs. Kim, it's me, Wine. I approached her. She had her eyes closed but smiled when she heard me. Mrs. Kim, Wine. No, Mrs. Kim, please don't get up. I gently helped her lay back down. Mrs. Kim, Wine, please sit here. She gestured for me to sit beside her. Wine, okay. Wine, how are you feeling now? It was evident from her face that she was not well at all. Her complexion had turned pale. Mrs. Kim, I am feeling better than before, but perhaps I still need more rest. Despite her illness, I felt a strong positive energy from her. She smiled genuinely after every answer. When then you should rest. Mrs. Kim, your wedding is just a few days away and look at me, falling ill. When no, you will recover very soon. I was talking to her when I received a message on my phone and it was from Taehyung. I had informed him before coming here and he was very happy about it. Taehyung, where are you right now? I have come to your house. He was typing something else. Taehyung, can you stay a little longer? When? Yes, sure, but why? Okay, then I will stay a bit longer. Taehyung, thanks. When Mrs. Kim, Taehyung is about to arrive, he said. Mrs. Kim, why? When Mr. Kim needs to check some paper privately, so. Mrs. Kim, okay. She didn't ask any further question on this topic. Mrs. Kim, when? Yes. You want me to get well soon, don't you? Of course, Mrs. Kim. She asked me, but I didn't understand, so I was confused. So you will have to do something for me. When? Sure. I happily agreed. He stood near the bed and greeted me. When he Taehyung, how are you feeling now? Mrs. Kim smiled. Mrs. Kim, I'm feeling better now after talking to my soon-to-be daughter-in-law. Taehyung nodded. Mrs. Kim, you two can talk alone now. I'm feeling better. Taehyung, wine, this is very bad. Wine, what? Taehyung, I went to a cafe this morning, but you weren't there. Taehyung, yeah. Since Mom wasn't feeling well, I thought I have coffee made by you. Wine, I'm sorry, but you went so far for coffee. I nods. Wine, are you stupid? You could have just called or messaged me. My house is right across from the cafe. Taehyung, I thought you might be sleeping and I didn't want you to disturb you. Taehyung, but it's okay. Just a few more days and then I can have a coffee every day. Wine, alright. Lady. Young master Mr. Kim is calling you downstairs. Taehyung, okay. Mensio, Mr. Taehyung, you went to the room to get a file. Taehyung, yeah. Taehyung placed a file she mentioned on the table. Soon they start discussing business related matters and start feeling bored. However, Taehyung kept checking on me and smiling. But I am not, because she seems less attentive to the conversation and keeps looking at me. From their conversation, I gathered that she is Taehyung's personal secretary. Lady, sir, a lady brought a glass of juice, but before placing it on the table, Monsieur stood up. Monsieur, sorry, but this document is very important, so I will distribute the juice. The lady nods and Monsieur starts handing out the juice glasses to everyone. Mr. Kim, thanks. Thanks. Monsieur, sorry, I don't know. Wine, it's okay. She accidentally spilled not just one but two glasses of orange juice on me. Monsieur, I think you should go and clean up. Wine, yeah, I know. I got up from my seat and started heading toward the kitchen. Of course, I had noticed the direction from which the lady had come. Monsieur, I need to wash my hand. Monsieur sought permission and started following behind me. I tried to clean the juice from my dress while Monsieur washed her hand. Monsieur, I'm really sorry. Actually, you were sitting very close to them, so when I went to give it to you, my hand slipped. I frowned, not really understanding what this girl meant. Fine, sorry. Monsieur, I mean you should have sat farther away from Taehyung. She confused me again, but before I could reply, she ignored me, probably because a notification popped up on her phone, which was on the basin counter. I was looking at her phone because the notification was likely from Taehyung in his profile picture. She was checking her phone as Taehyung had sent her some PDF files. I know it's not right to invade someone's privacy, but my eyes went to the saved number. She had saved Taehyung's number to love. One. So can you tell me why should I stay away from my Taehyung, right? I crossed my arms and said sarcastically. Monsieur, you don't need to ask, just stay away, and claiming any man as yours is shameful. Wine, shameful. I chuckled, remembering the saved number on her phone. The one. Monsieur, yeah, it's shameful. Wine, who are you to Taehyung? Wine, and Taehyung is a boss. It's not appropriate to call a boss slow. She seemed a bit nervous after hearing my words, but Monsieur, who are you to tell me what to do? I can save anyone's number as anything I want. Wine, I'm his fiancé and we are getting married in 10 days. She widened her eyes. Monsieur, what? Monsieur, you are lying. Monsieur, but he hasn't told anyone in the office. Wine, yes, we have decided to introduce everyone after the wedding. Until then, we are keeping it private. I walked away when I saw that she wasn't saying anything. It seemed like she was frozen. When Mr. Kim, I think I should go home now. It's late. I suddenly approached him and both Taehyung and Mr. Kim looked towards me. Mr. Kim, when if that's the case, then it's okay. But if you could stay a bit longer and have lunch before you leave, it would make me very happy. He said to me in a very sincere way, and I think I should stay a bit longer. When, okay, Mr. Kim, alright, and after lunch, then we'll drop you home. I look at Taehyung and he nods and I smile. When, thanks. Mr. Kim, Monsieur, I have checked all the papers so you can go now. After saying goodbye to Mr. and Mrs. Kim, Maya leaves with Taehyung because he's dropping her. One looks toward Taehyung who is driving and he occasionally glances at her. When I want to come to your office tomorrow, if you don't mind. Taehyung tucks her head gently behind her left ear, warmly caressing her cheeks with his hand. Taehyung, okay, you can come whenever you want, and I don't have any problem with it. In fact, I'm very happy. Why not? Taehyung, okay, then I will come to pick you up tomorrow. Wen shakes her head. One, no, I will give a surprise tomorrow. Taehyung, alright, then I will have to think about. I replied to Taehyung, One, really? Taehyung, I never joke. One, is that so? Taehyung, I was kidding. He grins and my laughs too. Next day, once more, I'm on my way to get lunch for Taehyung. I asked his mom over the phone about the lunchtime. I think I should leave home now to arrive on time. I also need to tell Taehyung about what happened yesterday. Taehyung, you are right, Max. Taehyung gritted his teeth in anger. Taehyung, how dare she fool us? Max, and sir, today in the meeting room I saw Minsu talking with her dad. Taehyung, what do you mean her dad is involved in all this? Taehyung taps the desk angrily after hearing this. Max, no sir, the matter seemed different. I brought the CCTV footage from the corner company who is supporting her. Taehyung, if I find out who that person is, I won't spare the mother, and I will make sure they don't get a job anywhere in this country. Taehyung clenches his fist. Taehyung, the CCTV footage by connecting the pendrive. They, watching the footage intently, keeping taking Max. We need to uncover every detail of this betrayal. Max says I will leave no stone unturned. Taehyung, good, and keep this between us for now. We don't want any leaks jeopardizing our investigation. Max understood, so I will handle it discreetly. Taehyung nods, his expression determined as he watches the footage, plotting his next move. After some minutes, Max comes in. Max, I have found out everything. Taehyung nods and Max sits in front of him. Max, sir, Minsu has become your fake secretary here. Her dad warned her and told her to reveal the truth to you, but Minsu didn't listen to Mr. Max's advice, so her dad blocked all her bank accounts. Taehyung angrily returned to his word. Max, so Max handed the file to Taehyung. Taehyung, what? Taehyung asked loudly after reading the paper. Taehyung, how does she try to sell her company's data? Max, so she has sold her company's data 28 times in the past 3 months, and that to our rivals. Taehyung, but why would she do such a thing? Max, sir, I have found out about that as well. But would you like to see the clip? Max shows Taehyung another footage. So this is from our office building's cafe. After watching the clip, Taehyung calls Jae to his cabin, with Max also present. Jae, so he called me. Jae was extremely nervous, but seeing Taehyung and Max out for stress, She tried to build confidence. Taehyung, I don't want to beat around the bush with you, so it's better for you to tell me the truth and leave. After telling me, you will be fired, and if you don't tell, get ready to go to prison. Jae understood that pretending or fooling around wouldn't work anymore. Then, well, if you won't confess, that's fine. We are already know everything. You and your partner get ready for prison. Jae, no, Mr. Kim, I'm sorry, I will tell you. But please don't send me to prison. Then, okay, tell me why Minzy pretended to be secretary here. Jae, so I will tell you everything truthfully. But please let me go. Actually, Minzy pretended to be a secretary because she wanted to get close to you. She has hired a skilled individual to impress you so that whatever work you assign to her, they would do it instead, and in a better way. She had to pay those hired individuals her to tell Mr. Taehyung everything, or else they would block all her bank cards and not give her any money, she said while crying. Taehyung, you are fired and you won't find a job anywhere in this country now. And I'm going to put your best friend in prison because this is not a trivial matter. 40 minutes later, Wan Po at Taehyung's office. After entering the office, I asked the receptionist about Taehyung's office, but thankfully I had called Mr. Kim. Taehyung, come in. Wan, thank you, Taehyung. Taehyung got up from his chair as soon as he saw me and came toward me, then asked me, Taehyung, it's good that you are here. I thought you had forgotten about me. I shake my head. One, did I get late? Has your lunchtime passed? Taehyung, yeah, a bit. Lunchtime ended a while ago, but I didn't have lunch. I thought when you had come, we had go for lunch together. One, I'm proud that. Taehyung, that's so sweet. One, let's have lunch now, I said, and we both headed toward the coach. I took out the food and served Taehyung. He was surprised and excited to see the food. Then he started eating and I also served myself and began it. Taehyung, this is made by you, he said while having food in his mouth. I giggled. When Taehyung, can I have this for lunch every day? When won't you get bored eating the same thing every day? He shakes his head. No, not if it's specially made by you. Fine, okay, but you will have to send a car for me every day, otherwise I will have to get another part-time job just to afford taking cabs daily from such a distance. Fine, okay, but it's only for a few days. After finishing lunch, I was sitting on a couch and Taehyung was sitting next to me. One, sorry I'm wasting your time. You can go and back to your work. Taehyung, what's going on? What are you thinking? Menseo, I said, and Taehyung looks at me with raised eyebrows. Taehyung, Menseo, Fine, I need to tell you about her. Suddenly Taehyung's face changes and he starts looking around sternly. Fine, Taehyung looks at me and smiles, then gently places his hand on my shoulder. Taehyung, she's already been fired, but if you need to tell me something about her, you can. Fine, fired. Taehyung, well, you are my fiancé, so you have to right to know. Actually, means you had been my secretary for a year. But it was all fake. She is Mr. Ma's daughter and she told me that her dad's company already had a good secretary. Dismissed his secretary from his job without reason. At that time I found out that my company's personal secretary was involved in a scandal, so I fired her. Then Monsieur came to me and asked for a chance. Her dad was a good man and also a friend of my dad's, but she kept pretending to get close to me. When close to you, I asked and shocked, and he nodded slowly. Taehyung, I'm sorry I gave her a chance. When it's okay, Taehyung. You couldn't have known her true intentions at the time. And the important thing is that you took action once you found out the truth. When Taehyung, I need to talk about something else regarding Mensio. It's just I noticed something odd. When I saw her phone, she had a number saved, love, and well, it got me thinking. I mean, it's probably nothing, but it made me wonder if there was more between you two in the past. I know I might be overthinking, but I couldn't shake off the feeling. Pauses searching for right word. Perhaps she had feelings for me that I wasn't aware of, but believe me, I trust a thing. I'm sorry for jumping in conclusion. It's just that saying something like that caught me off guard. But thank you for being honest with me. It means a lot. There are no need to apologize when it's understandable that it caught you off guard. I'm glad you could talk about it openly. And thank you for trusting me. It means everything to me. Smile warmly. On their wedding day, the sun cast a golden glow over the picturesque venue with lush greenery and vibrant flowers adorning every corner as Taehyung and Wine stood hand in hand at the altar, surrounded by their loved ones. There was an undeniable sense of joy that despite the past complication and Minsu, they chose to extend on olive branch and invite her to the wedding. After Nemerius apologized from Minsu and her father, Taehyung and his father displaying immense forgiveness and grace, understanding the potential damage it could cause to Mr. Ma's reputation, as Van personally extended the invitation to Minsu. Embraced a spirit of unity and second chances. The ceremony proceeded flawlessly, with heartfelt vows exchanged between Taehyung and Wine, promising to love and cherish each other for eternity. The setting sun painted the sky with a tender kiss, surrounded by the love and support of their family and friends. After the ceremony, as guests mingled and celebrated, Taehyung and Wine took a moment to approach Minseo with genuine